All right, got a truly bizarre dystopian news story for you here. Let's throw this up on the screen. The Wall Street Journal is tracking the new status symbol for ultra-high wealth people. That would be trophy trees. They speak with a guy who's in the trophy tree business. He and his clients will travel around scouting rare or particularly beautiful trees that they're into. They'll offer the owner of that tree tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yes.
And then he goes in and he transports the tree to wherever the rich person happens to live. He was involved with a bidding war that involved Michael Jordan on a particular oak tree.
6 figures. Yeah.
6 figures. There are banyan trees involved here. I mean, this is just like, this is total proof that these people have way too much money. They can't even figure out what to buy. They're having bidding wars on just a tree.
I really think people need to go and read this thing because it's just so crazy. There was a house in Beverly Hills where they built like a courtyard and glass around it. And then they had to import a tree from Tuscany that they crane lifted into the middle of the courtyard so that they could be surrounded by glass on all sides. And the real estate developer posed in front of it in a suit with his French bulldog. It's all the craziest thing.
Called it the Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life is
Yeah.
the one that they're talking about here. But yeah, he drives around and gets trees. So the part I don't really understand is where they talk about how he has a patented tree transport technique where they saw the tree into 6 pieces. Then they reassemble the tree and using aircraft cables, like steel cables, capable of holding an aircraft and other ratcheting techniques, I guess, to fuse it back together.
Doesn't seem good for the tree.
It does not seem good for the tree or any of that.
Not an expert, but...
Not an expert. Generally say cutting it down. They just have all these insane photos of like a 75-foot tree that is being strapped into one of those trailers that they have for cars, and it's like billowing in the background as they're driving along the South Florida highway. There's a lot going on here. And apparently, the tree business is booming because a bunch of rich people are moving to Florida and did so during the pandemic. So you combine Florida with money and trees, and this is basically what you're getting.
This guy also, he says, obviously his wealthiest clients are mostly finance.
Yes,
some business executives. And that, if it's a contest between them and like the celebrities, the finance executives are going to win every single time.
I mean, if you're outbidding, Michael Jordan's a billionaire. So how do you outbid Jordan on a tree? That's pretty incredible.
Yeah. It is. The whole thing is incredible. So, I mean, look, the wine collecting and the art collecting was bad enough. I read another piece about how like super high-end coffee tables became a thing during the pandemic. I mean, all of this comes out of these people got richer beyond anyone's wildest comprehension during the pandemic. They've got all this money. They can do literally anything they want. And so they start bidding wars on trees. He said part of the appeal is like if you have a giant mansion, then you need a big tree to go along with it, I guess. Yeah. And that you're also talking about oftentimes people who are older, and so they don't have 20 years to wait for a tree to grow up naturally, so they have to buy someone else's tree. It's really something, guys.
Well, it's totally nuts. Yeah, it really is. Okay.
More Rising for you after this.